issue. Shyam Prasad Meka, I want to ask you this. I mean, Chandrababu Naidu, I mean, no one who's arrested will ever say that, great, I've been arrested and it is rightfully so. I mean, the Gandhiist principle is dead, politics is different. But don't you think that Chandrababu Naidu saw this coming? Because he said during the first week and the second week of September that he may be arrested very, very soon by the police. Now, do you also see that the timing of it, considering Jagan Mohan Reddy is travelling abroad, he was abroad, that the timing of it is very well calculated?
See, I think with his level of information he would be having, I think he might have seen it through. And yeah, timing is actually very curious when the chief minister is not here, and also the prime minister is actually too much occupied with the G20. That's a curious coincidence. So should I call, or I don't know? I'll let the users choose it. Now, since Chandrababu's team is not lagging in their proceedings in the court, I think since the process is fully in the court, I don't think we should comment on the merits or demerits of the case, but we should look at the political impact of it. One thing that is coming out clear to me is I don't think the BJP and TDP alliance is going to happen.
Right.
That's one political conclusion I can see. And second, actually, I need to get further information. But as far as the information that is currently available, the Bandh call today given probably premature, and that was lackluster. That's actually bad news for Chandrababu Naidu, because he might actually try and rake up some sympathy and try to gain politically out of this. But that doesn't seem to be the case as of today.
Satya Bolasetti, let me bring you in here. But this is the curious case, like Shyam Prasad Meka says, and I find it very curious that Pawan Kalyan, he was in Delhi with the NDA meeting. He was the only one from Telugu-speaking states who was actually invited, and we saw him standing very close to Prime Minister Modi. And there has been talk about whether he is going to go with the BJP, but after that meeting, it was almost like it is just a formality now. But now it seems that your alliance with the BJP is over, considering that you have not only shown kind of, support for Chandrababu Naidu, you've actually gone there and been there, you are present there. So, I mean, should one take it like that? Because in politics, nothing comes for free.
Good evening, Sudha, Sadhanand, and also Shyam Prasad ji and other people. And thank you for inviting me into the discussion, because actually I'm traveling from Sweden to US to India, and I'm in Delhi airport now, and my flight is about to call also. So just I would like to be brief. Actually, I would not agree. I would say no to your opinion, because the alliance with the BJP and arrest of Chandrababu Naidu has no relevance. The reason is the arrest is being done by the APCID, and the information they gathered for a long period of time, and they collected all the information, thought it was going to happen about 6-7 months ago. They may initiate this, but they initiated it now. That doesn't mean that it is, as you presumed, it is the alliance with BJP is over there or not there. I'm not going to comment on that. But basically, Pawan Kalyan ji has gone in support of Jagan Mohan Reddy also when there is an attack on him, security lapses of the state, and he said the central government should look into it. A leader of opposition has been attacked like this in the airport in Visakhapatnam at that time also. And any attack on constitutional rights, fundamental rights, Pawan Kalyan ji will go out of the way. Whether it is Shah Rukh Khan's son in drug allegation case, he will go out of the way. He says that, don't try to drag into the situation, allow the people to have their fundamental rights. And if anybody is doing wrong, and nothing wrong in arresting Chandrababu Naidu or anybody, any other chief ministers of the state, and many chief ministers of of many states have been arrested. So if they are doing something wrong, they should be arrested. Nothing wrong in it. But the way the arrest took place is objectionable.
Yeah, so I'm going to spend more time with you because
not going to.
Yeah, Mr. Satyagaru, I'm going to spend more time with you considering you are in transit, and thank you so much for making the time to join. Therefore, I'll go to Sai Shekhar and Suresh Kochatil. Thank you for your patience, but just give me, because he's just flying off right now. I can hear the announcements from the airport also. So Satyagaru, I want to ask you do you think it's vendetta? What the TDP is saying? I mean, I get it, that maybe there were allegations, there was proof, etc., etc. But when there was enough proof, there was enough kind of, a notice given to him. Where does vendetta come here? What is the way to arrest someone? The same thing was said when Senthil Balaji was arrested in Tamil Nadu.
Yes. No, arrest is also not, nobody is objecting. What is happening is, he's not going to run away. He could have been filed the charge sheet, and they would have gone ahead. If further investigation is needed and they want to get the information, they should have actually, according to me, as per the law, they should ask the governor permission also. They should intimate the governor this is going to take. But what the plea YCP is taking is that when this offense took place, at that time, that law was not in force, that you should get the clearance from governor or inform the governor was not there. But what I say is, arresting is not wrong, and Pawan Kalyanji's support is not going to say that there is an alliance between TDP and Janasena. It's not there. You see, he's there. He wants to see, for even Mr. Pawan Kalyan also, his fundamental right has been denied to move freely within the country is one's fundamental right. And then under Article 19(1)(d), any Indian can go anywhere and live and move. But they said no, you should have taken permission. But see, those are the things. Actually, the state government itself is becoming instrumental in destroying the law and order situation.
I want to ask you, Satyagaru, that except for Purandeshwari, no central leader from BJP has actually so far, I mean, even as I'm doing this bulletin right now, has reacted to the arrest. I mean, there has been so many, I mean, he's met with the central leadership, there was a big question mark, they are going to sign on dotted, line, etc. But as I see it, he stands isolated so far as the BJP is concerned. What is Janasena's stand on that, considering your leader is extremely close to the central dispensation, Mr. Bolisetti?
Yeah, actually, even my leader said the arrest during the G20 time is wrong, because the whole world has come to India, and we are not bothered about taking advantage of this as a state. We are actually taking vendetta. Now, see, what is going to happen if you arrest today or after a week after the G20 is over? There is nothing wrong, right? You can actually see, even if Chandrababu Naidu to be arrested, they should have done in a more appropriate way by saying that, okay, we give the notice. Earlier, similar economic offences committed by Jagan Mohan Reddy or worse than this, 46,000, 40,000 crores. And at that time, they did not put the things like this. What I say is there should have been a better way. In all the YCP leaders gone above the board saying that Chandrababu Naidu will not come back. Even if he come back, we will find some other place to put him back. So this kind of vendetta should not be there. You should treat anybody and everybody like an individual citizen of this country, and nobody is an exception, including the Prime Minister. Only thing is, follow the due process. I think the due process is not followed with regards
I don't
to
understand.
intimation to the governor.
Yeah. So let me go to Sai Shekhar. This due process has not been followed, Sai. That's what they are saying. That's what Chandrababu Naidu is saying. There is, there is proof. Everyone has seen, read reams and reams of paper on what really happened in the skill development scam. Also earlier when the IT, served them a notice, he said there is not enough evidence. I don't take it as final. The point of the matter is that, when it comes to CID or ED, what I know is, like in Senthil Balaji's case, they said, why are you picking him up at this time? ED has the right to pick you up at any time, to interrogate you for as long as it wants to. Where is the personal vendetta angle coming here, Sai Sheikh? Tell me. You have to
Like that,
unmute.
before I respond to your question, I want to submit my objection to your opening remarks that Chandrababu Naidu has created Hyderabad, Cyberabad and all, and credited with making it a world-class city and all. I have a very serious objection to it. I have been here in the city for 35 years. I have seen through what he has done. He has taken the advantage of Narasimha Rao's economic reforms, and that time, incidentally, Bangalore, Tidal Park, then Pune, everything developed. So no single person can be credited with the development of cities in that sense. So and also IT. And my objection to it, madam, this is, please take it as my humble submission. Number one. And hello.
Go on.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And now coming to your question, I don't see anything wrong in the way the CID has gone and arrested Mr. Naidu. Nobody will deal with an accused with kid gloves. It is not done in that manner. We have seen, was Karunanidhi handled like that in Tamil Nadu? You know it better. In 2001, when Jayalalitha became the chief minister,
Right.
and political vendetta exists between political parties, and it has been very, very bitter, and it's becoming much more bitter of late between parties, and this has been there. There is nothing new in this, and I don't see anything wrong. And regarding the procedure, informing the governor, when Jagan Mohan Reddy was arrested, he was an MP. Was the President of India informed at that point in time? So that is not all that is not required. If Chandrababu Naidu was the chief minister, then the governor's permission would have been required.
Right.
But Chandrababu Naidu is just an MLA right now. So and the government of Andhra Pradesh is acting on a charge that it has leveled against him over a deal that was done during his regime as the chief minister. Whether that is right or wrong, let the investigation decide.
Right. Suresh Kochatil, I want to come to you now. Thank you so much for your patience. Suresh, I want to know from you that, the timing of it all. The thing is that pretty much what Sai Shekhar said, pretty much what everyone is saying, and I also believe that there is a process in place. If that happens, unless it is, you are dragged, or, he spoke about Karunanidhi, but Karunanidhi also, I do not know, I will not comment on the situation, but he was dragged, he was an old man, and one felt sad because it was, wee hours of the morning, and to be dragged like that at an age like that, and particularly when you are ailing, you do feel bad that everyone has dignity. You could be anybody, but particularly ex-chief ministers have dignity. Now, coming to this, do you think because the elections are close, in Andhra Pradesh, there has been a lot of toing and froing, there is a lot of kind of, Chandrababu Naidu has been leveling allegations after allegations. Do you think that, of course, there must have been a due process in place, but the timing of it, do you think it's orchestrated, Suresh, smartly?
I think the timing will never be right anytime, because anytime you arrest somebody, it's the wrong time. That's a problem with politicians. Either they feign illness or they say that they're not well, then they don't want to be arrested. Who are you to arrest me? In this case, not many people are aware, I think, that Chandrababu Naidu is accused number 37 in this case. He is not the accused number 1. The accused number 1 are many other people, including Siemens Corporation, which actually was supposed to deliver the product, which was not delivered. There's another company called Digitech or some Digital or something like that. I don't get the name exactly. Now, these companies were supposed to be delivering this product to the students.
Yes.
Actually, the ones who were supposed to be trained in IT.
Right.
But what happened was effectively that these children were not given the training that was required to be given, and they went out the window. And that is what actually happened. And then, suddenly they lost everything. There was nothing to be given. And strangely enough, Chandrababu Naidu has now been arrested. And I don't see anything wrong in that. Chandrababu Naidu, if he has done something wrong, definitely he needs to be arrested.
Yeah.
And if he has actually been an accused in this case, as it looks right now, because the amount siphoned off is 270 crores, which people like Sai Shekhar will laugh at it and say, I know bigger things have happened in Hyderabad. Bigger money was made in the real estate in Hyderabad, which is true. Everybody, I mean, think of it. Jagannath Reddy was in jail for a long, long time, and very few people had sympathy with him in those days. But there were many people who felt it was wrong to jail him for something that his father did. And it was kind of a vendetta politics at that time.
Right.
Many people accused Sonia Gandhi of being behind it, saying that she is the one who got it done.
Right.
All those accusations were thrown in the wind.
Yeah, but
Now,
this
it's
is,
very simple.
yeah,
You
you're
saw
right,
in Senthil
Suresh. And this is not the first time that an ex-chief minister has been arrested. We have lists and lists. I mean, we can show you and the viewers graphics, of course, you must know. But then there have been lots of others like J. Jayalalitha, Lalu Prasad Yadav, all of them who've been arrested for the scam, disproportionate assets case, and there is a long list, even Om Prakash Chautala, etc., etc. But the point is, like you said, that the timing of it, you are very correctly said that you can arrest a chief minister, ex-chief minister, I beg your pardon, any time, and the timing will always be seen as wrong. But the larger question is, will it change the politics of Andhra Pradesh? Because the elections, it's not like the elections are 2 years away. It is pretty close now. So, Shyam Prasad Meka, do you think that this time around, with this happening, also Pawan Kalyan joining hands with Chandrababu Naidu saying, someone who has helped me in the past, I am helping him, this is anarchy like situation in Andhra Pradesh, what about human dignity? He has said a whole lot of things and lying on the floor, he's done everything possible, people have seen him, he's an actor, but he has a great following as well, and he is of course a politician. Do you think that this in many way will kind of change the, there will be a tectonic shift so far as politics in Andhra Pradesh is concerned?
Sudha, normally that's what you would expect. But what is happening in Andhra Pradesh especially is, all these three leaders, see, Jagannath Reddy, Chandrababu Naidu, Pawan Kalyan, they have already trained and coached people to be like vociferous party karyakartas. So there is nothing like any sympathy. There is people who feel bad for Chandrababu's arrest. There are people who are going to celebrate Chandrababu's arrest. That's the level to which they have trained and made the people of Andhra Pradesh. So I don't think there will be any, the battle lines are clearly drawn. People are choosing their sides and they are going to either celebrate or feel bad about it. As simple as that. There are no neutrals left in Andhra Pradesh. That's the problem. Nothing will happen out of this exercise as we would normally expect.
Sai Shekhar, the thing is that every case has history. You may remember it very well. All of you who follow the politics of the Telugu speaking states very closely remember a man called Manoj Vasudev Pardasni, in 2019. According to his statement at that time, he had raised bogus contracts for siphoning of funds by SPCL to generate cash through fake subcontractor companies. So, all I am saying is, I am putting things in perspective. Now, the thing is that although Chandrababu Naidu has raised objections and said this is not the way a notice is actually served, you have not done due diligence. I want to ask you something, that sitting in that trailer, when they first, the officers came to arrest him, sitting it, he said this is my way of protesting, and because Jagannath Reddy is the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, I was not accorded the dignity. Do you think this is just political drama, just optics to gain some sympathy? Because obviously section 144 is also in place so that there is no trouble.
Yeah, you are right. Your observation is 100% right. It is a political drama. The police were ready to airlift him from Gorakallu Airport, in Kurnool district to Vijayawada, which could have been easier. But he preferred a road journey. And a normal road journey between Nandyal and Vijayawada is about 6 hours. But this man's convoy has taken 11 hours. Who has prompted all the hangama that happened en route at some places where TDP was strong? And why did something not like that happen in other places where TDP was not strong? It is politically motivated, and he wanted to cash in on the opportunity to gain sympathy. I don't think, I completely agree with Shyam Prasad Meka when he said these three leaders, not just these three leaders, everyone have trained their cadres in this manner that they are vociferous, they are made vociferous, and beyond reason they can argue. So, and for that reason, everybody wants to cash in on the situation, and it's completely political. What Chandrababu Naidu has done yesterday was also totally political, nothing other than that.
Yeah. Suresh, a lot of experts said that